my little people? My name's Timmy Joe, making videos about 60,000 subscribers on the internet. That's right, all 60,000 of you. Hello! Time for a case review. This one's a doozy. Let's just get her right on to this. Let's make it happen. Thanks very much for the 60,000. So, quick tech here. We got the Gamer Storm. Don't do it. Gamer Storm case, and this is the Newark 90. See, it says it on the manual. That's right. And it's probably the most expensive case I have dealt with for a number of contributive factors, but I've built in it, and I am now a seasoned veteran of building in it. And hell, it's a beast. It's huge. It's got crazy lights, 140 mil fans, 240 mil or 280 mil rad. That is crazy. Built into this thing with an AIO liquid cooler using their Captain series. It's just awesome. And even in the front you can see there's a little reservoir that houses some liquid that's cycled through, so it's like kind of like a cheater of a custom loop. It's kind of cool. Reservoir out the front. I really like that. It's got tempered glass here, tempered glass here, tempered glass here. It's got a nice view inside of all of the fans and the RGB-ness. The RGB is controlled with buttons up here, and as far as I can tell, it does not support any of your motherboard sync software like Asus AuraSync or MSI Mystic, which is a damn shame because you're basically stuck cycling through the buttons to find your color, or if you want them to cycle through all the colors. And if the color doesn't quite match the one you're using, see, let's go with a nice white, then you're kind of SOL. So basically, it's very, very neat, but it's definitely limited in some of the things it can do. But it does have a very awesome RGB AIO liquid cooler included, support for lots of hard drives. So let's just jump right into it. So pet peeve number one, this right here. Got to take these off. Oh! Your panel drops. Why are case manufacturers still doing this? Put some plastic or something on it so that it just like there's FSP puts little feet under here, and you put this on the feet, and then it slides perfectly onto the standoffs. Or like Inwin, they have a case that kind of reminds me of this one because it's got fans mounted, in there like that. They do the plastic handle that locks in. Click, click, away you go. Don't touch this. This is full of fingerprints. And if I want to mount it properly and not have it full of fingerprints, I'm definitely going to be wearing some gloves or something, which is annoying. But that's all case manufacturers. Let's talk about some specific things that could have been done better on this. Number one, there's big fans inside that come stock in an exhaust fan, but where's the air coming from? Well, the air's coming from either the top, you can mount 3 fans here, they don't come with the case, or from the front, which comes off, just pops off like that, real easy. So the air is going to be coming through these little vents, or from the bottom through that little hole, but that's where the new air is coming in. So when this thing's all locked up, it's kind of suffocating itself, and it needs some more fans to be installed to really take advantage of the AIO that's in there. Otherwise, it's just getting air from the case and sucking through every little crack and crevice, and it's not getting fed direct air. Easily fixed, but for the price of this thing, which we will talk about in just a second, I wish there was some other fans or a proper inlet for air included. So the air blows through in here or in the top, and then you can click that back down, and then through the AIO, which just ends up here. There's a fan here that's exhausting, that's kind of wasted, but it's pulling air through the hard drive, so I guess it's not wasted. You can mount your hard drives in the front here, and there's this nice little caddies that come out. Very nice implementation there. I really like that. They just kind of lock in place, and then you have 3 of them there, 3.5 hard drives, 3.5s, and then 2.5s actually. There's 1 here, and then there's another 2 on the back. So if I want to just completely dismantle the case, and now you'll be able to see the exhaust vents are these weird geometrical shapes, which kind of limit the airflow as well. You turn it around. There's the other SSD mounts. And yeah, lots of room back there for cable management. And the nice thing about having your AIO come pre-installed with the case is that you don't have to worry about cable management as much. It's kind of already done for you. You don't have to worry about figuring out the best way to mount the AIO. It's already in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. You know, it's pretty easy, just snaps in place. And now we put this back up here. And yeah, really nice display for your SSD. There's a vertical GPU mount if you want to use it, although I tried to use it and I don't have the included, or the not included, I should say, bracket that gives you an extension for your PCIe. I have a PCI extension though, and I tried to use it, and because of the standoffs that are installed here, it kind of made it unusable, and I just left it there, because that's another thing that's going to get suffocated is your graphics card if it's mounted like right up against the glass. This being a blower, I thought it was better to leave it in the normal spot, but that's not even a modular power supply, and everything fit in there rather nicely, and it was well done. So what's this thing cost? I mean, they have a very nice website here outlining all the details. The 240 mil AIO, the cool little reservoir they got installed in there. You know, they got this nice thing that shows you how all the panels come off, this, that, and the other thing. But if it's costing too much, maybe it won't be for you. Well, $299. $299. Let's add that up. So a pretty nice Deepcool, you know, situation here. And I would say that it rivals, or sorry, Storm, I should say. Gamer Storm case. It rivals in quality, you know, some of the better Corsair cases, or InWin, or you know, Silverstone, stuff like that for quality. It's very, very well made, and it's nice. But when you get down to it, is it worth like $200? Because you could buy that AIO for about $100. Well, I'll leave that up to you. Let's say buy an AIO and then buy some RGB fans and a big fat case like this. It would equal about $300, so that makes sense. But it's definitely for super premium builds where, you know, you're going to be worried about cooling, and then that kind of needing some extra fans kind of makes it iffy in my department. But when it's all said and done, and you have the tempered glass on there, and you're really looking for an aesthetics build that's got, you know, some decent cooling, that's baked in, it looks awesome. It looks very, very cool. I really dig the look of the case. There's an RGB strip that goes around the top there too that provides more ambient lighting, so you can see it there. You know, and it changes colors. There's buttons on the front. Of course, there's front panel, USB 3 and audio. Loads of room for cable management. You could fit a pretty hefty PC in this case, but it'll all depend on whether or not you're spending your budget for your casing, your cooler, is $300. Really, I really like the case though. It looks super badass. So I'm at Watch Timmy Joe's Instagram and Twitter. I'm gonna give this case like a 3.5 out of 5. Mostly because it's very expensive, and if you're putting a very expensive high-end build in a case like this, I'd probably expect better airflow. But it's got great value. It comes with a cooler. It's, you know, very easy to build in. Got great cable management. So it's kind of a toss-up. So I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to take my cool build here, bring it home to do some editing with. But all in all, you know, I built a little Core i7 in it, you know, and got the Titan graphics card, just stuff I had laying around. We'll look at these RGB components a little bit later on. This Team Group SSD, as well as that Team Group memory, because I think it's worth a gander. But for today, that's about it. I got for Deepcool, Gamer Storm, Newark 90. Very cool case, but not necessarily the coolest case out there. See you guys later.
He makes videos about computers on the internet.